Well, it's like this. A couple of years ago, I bumped into a mate of mine, Steve Lewis, who was a humble, struggling car designer at Seat at the time. And I said to him, you know, this car design lark, it's overrated. Anybody could do it. You guys are overpaid and underworked. Oh, yeah, he said, you get yourself out of Barcelona to my studio and see if you can design a car. And like an idiot, I took him up on his offer. And out of courtesy and politeness more than anything else, Seat sent me away and said, come back one day and maybe we'll let you make a clay model. And guess what? Like the holiday maker from hell, I'm back to do exactly that.
And here is my international backup team. Trained at Coventry, Steve Lewis, head honcho in charge of plans. Reen Nijhuis, styling engineer and not somebody I'd like to meet in a dark alley. This shifty character, Aidan Robison, clay modeller and another member of the Coventry mob. And there's Juan for the road, Perez, favourite weapon, sticky tape. And finally there's me, the rookie, trying not to let the side down on my first job.
So Steve, talk us through the process. We've got my raw, childlike drawing, and from that, you've moved on to what stage?
We moved on to a stage we could actually understand. We've done this sketch here ourselves.
So that's how it should look.
That's how it should look. We've progressed to a technical drawing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's all there, isn't it? I mean, there's your engine, there's your passengers and driver, and the wheels are on. What's the problem?
But I would say from here in the front we have a cross zone, but doesn't fit. That is a radiator, and you would hit straight a radiator.
So we'd have a problem in the front end
in
accident.
the front end. And I don't know how you would drop the glass.
That's a minor technicality. But from that point on, it's fine, isn't it?
And then the second is the vision forward and the vision rearward.
Okay.
The rear is impossible.
Okay. But apart from that, it's all right. Can we get round those problems, Steve? Can we build this car?
Give us 2 years, maybe.
It's a fair point. This process would normally involve months of research, focus groups, technical studies, and far, far more. But for me, they've made an exception. So it's all hands on deck, and first job is for Juan to mark out the basic shape in bold tape, while Aidan quickly sculpts the foam base into a rough shape.
Well, we've reached the real hands-on stage now, and you're not going to believe this. The company that produces clay for clay models all around the world is based in Slough, on the outskirts of London. This is what they produce. And you wouldn't believe what I'm going to do with this.
Use your palm, push it on.
Oh, I got you.
And your fingers back.
Right.
To key it in.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you don't take a bit more trouble, if you know what I mean, with the shape of the foam. Because it doesn't really look like a car shape currently, does it?
Well, it's following your drawing, I think.
We're getting there, we're getting there.
Yeah, but no thanks to me. Aidan's one of the best in the business, and he made it look so, so easy. Incredibly, the shape of my car began to emerge, and we'd only just begun. A couple of hours later, and we're trying out the wheels for size. Now, just in case you think all this is child's play and that really the whole job can be done on computer, well, you'd be wrong. This is how every new car starts out. We're making a quarter-size model, but if it was to get the full go-ahead, the next step would be to build a proper full-size version, like this one. It's the Salsa, and it was one of the stars of last year's Geneva Motor Show. Actually, looks a bit like my own design.
Well, here it is. After many, many hours, some real hard work, not much of it by me, it has to be said, because I was pretty useless in the equation. What do you think of, in inverted commas, my car?
Well, as you said yourself, considering the material we had to start to work with, I think it's come out pretty well at the end of the day.
But the sad thing is, Steve, you know, we've gone all this trouble. Let me put you right on the spot. Why don't we let the people of Britain and elsewhere have a look at this car, maybe at the Birmingham Motor Show in October?
Maybe, it could be an idea, right?
You heard it. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Birmingham show, you might just see it. Well, they were as good as their word, weren't they? Because months after that crude clay model was made, here we have a prototype of sorts. And it's here on the Campaign to Promote Engineering stand at the NEC. It's in Hall 4, near all the glamorous stuff, Jaguar, Aston Martin, the Ford Hall. Remember the name, the MR car. You saw it here first.